Hello to your box out there, it's a brand new week, so you guys know what that means. A new week with lots of new adventures to be had, and I'm going to be taking you guys on my adventures that I get up to this week. So I had work doing 11 till 2 today, so it meant that I was able to have a little bit of a lie-in. I then had some breakfast, I had some toast and a cup of tea, watched a little bit of TV, had some bear cuddles and just listened to a bit of music. Got showered and changed, ready for work, and just chilled before going off to work. I then got dropped off to work. I got into work, got clocked in, then put my bag and coat away. I got my drink I got for work from the coffee shop just before starting work. I had a bit of that, and it was me and two other cars on shift. And normally on weekdays, we only, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we only have 2 people on shift, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, depending on if it's half time or not, we have 3 people on. And it was me and 2 other colleagues, and I thought hopefully it'll be quiet and I won't have to go in. But unfortunately I got in there and it was so busy. There was a lot of people in having coffees and breakfast, so I just went lots of food and drinks, did lots of food, drink orders and drinks, making and cleaning tables where people were sitting inside as well as outside. And I saw and chatted to loads of regulars, and then I finished about 2ish in the end, and I clocked off, got my bag and coat and got changed to this jumper that I've got on that I had in my bag. And then I went off and had a little sort of child shops and got a load of selfies over some of the Christmas displays and lights in the high street. And then I went off to the flower shop and I had a lovely chat with them. I was just asking them how their Christmas had been, and got some flowers that's from there to show you guys. They've got such beautiful bouquets of flowers in there with lovely colours, lots of Christmas bits on the flower bouquets. And then I got some plant sets from the plant section. They've got lots of really pretty pantlilies and succulents and cactuses and pretty patterned plant pots. I then went off to the co-op and got myself a spag bowl microwave meal to have for my tea this evening, and got some biscuits from there, and then popped round to Tasha's flat and had some biscuits with a cup of tea and then did natter with her. We then played some games of the music intro game of our phones and also the movie theme intros, and the movie themes were pretty hard, so I was like, what is this? And it was really fun. I had a lot of laughs and a good chat. And then we got a mirror selfie from the mirror they have up in their hallway, and I'll show you guys. Such a cute photo me and Tash got. And then she was heading off to go see the new Avatar with her family, and we're going to go see it, me and her, on Friday. And I'm so excited to see the new Avatar. It looks so good. And we're going to be going to Nando's as well and have a little bit of a mooch in the mall, which would be lovely. I then made way back. I was on my way back, I was listening to music on my headphones. I then got home and my mum and dad had gone up to Measham to visit my grandma's grave, and they're staying over at night, which means me and my younger sister Amy are currently looking after the dog. But so far so good. Touch wood, he has been very well behaved and hasn't been barking too much. Hopefully he doesn't bark too much tonight and that he sleeps well. He went for a massive walk earlier on. My dad took him just before they headed off, so hopefully he won't be too bad. And we gave him his food and he hasn't been too bad from what my younger sister was telling me. I then put my work uniform in the wash. I've now got tomorrow off. Can't wait to have a little bit of a lie-in, and I think I'm going to be going off to Dobby's tomorrow, my happy place, and I haven't been since before Christmas, so I'm looking forward to heading up there, have a little mooch in the garden centre. Love a garden centre trip. I then wrote up my journal entry for today, listened to a bit of music. I just watched some stuff off record. I was reading some more of If This Is Out, and then I had my tea, and for my tea I had a spaghetti bolognese, and I'll show you guys that. Spaghetti bolognese I had for my tea was so delicious, and I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be watching today's soaps and watching some more episodes of Stranger Things season 5 volume 2, and I'll see you with more vlog tomorrow.
It's now Tuesday and I got up after a little bit of a lie-in, and Bear wasn't too bad with my mum and dad being away overnight, whereas the first time he was literally barking and whimpering and crying and did not cope very well. He's calming down, he's mellowing, it was great. I managed to get a decent night's sleep. I then let him out in the garden, gave him and Paddy their little treats they have in the morning with their breakfasts, and then I had some breakfast myself. I had some peanut butter toast with a cup of tea. I then watched a little bit of TV and listened to a bit of music, and I didn't know why. Last night I came down to keep the dog calm and waited till he settled down and gone to sleep, and then went off to bed. And I was trying to watch the TV, but the TV wouldn't work. I turned it on properly and all the channels were just blank. It was just not turning up with anything. Really weird. So I just watched some Netflix and I watched The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is such a great film. A little bit sad and quite like some of the things are quite dark, but I just love it. It's one of my favourites. And then I got showered and changed, and my older sister had popped over for a little bit, and my mum and dad got back from being away in Measham. My dad had gone to visit my grandma's grave and put some flowers on there for Christmas, and then they stayed in a hotel overnight. And when they got back, they told us all about the lovely breakfast that they had. I then got myself ready to go off to the garden centre, my happy place, and I headed up there. And whilst on my way to the garden centre, I was listening to music on my headphones, enjoying the beautiful sunshine and blue skies. And I then got to the garden centre, and it was absolutely heaving up there because they have a 50% off sale at the moment, getting rid of most of the Christmas stuff. And I was glad I got up there when I did, so I was able to get some stuff of some of the Christmas decorations and displays before it all gets taken down, making the last little bit of Christmas magic before it all goes on the 7th of January. You take everything down. I think it's over the 7th or the 7th, but whatever it is, it will be gone. So I was able to get some nice snaps, and I got some snaps of some of the Christmas, like very like whimsical kind of stuff, and I'm gonna show you guys those. It's so beautiful. I love all that kind of stuff with all the toads and the acorns and the little robins and the candles and all like whimsical fairy kind of stuff like that. It's right on my street. I then head off to look at the flower section and got some flower starts. They've got such beautiful flowers and lovely little bouquets of flowers with lovely colours and decals on. I was quite surprised that they've got quite a few flowers in the garden centre at the moment because it's coming to like winter time, and I was able to get some really nice snaps of those. I was then having a look at the plant section, and the plant section is huge, and they've got a load of new plant displays that they've put up. I was having a lovely look around there and got some plants that's plant section is so beautiful with all the succulents and cactuses and the pretty patterned leaves and all the patterns on those leaves and the cute plant pots. I then made my way back, and whilst on my way back I was listening to a bit of Joni Mitchell. Bloody love a bit of Joni Mitchell. I then popped to One Stop and got myself a drink to have for the way back, as I was pretty thirsty as I'd walked quite a long way, and got a drink for work tomorrow and for the next day and put these in my bag. And then I got back, and for my lunch I had some tuna mayonnaise sandwiches with a cup of tea, had some bear cuddles and was playing with him out in the garden. And then I was just tidying up my office and my dolls and dollhouse a little bit, working some more illustrations, and then I was reading some more of If This Is Out. I was then just watching some episodes of Friends, and then I went for a little bit of a walk and popped up to the high street where I had a look around some of the child shops, went off to one of the book shops and saw and chatted to one of my friends. I was just asking them how their Christmas had been, and I got back and I was just watching Ever After, probably one of my favourite Drew Barrymore films. Such a great film, it's one of my favourites. I could create it word for word. And then for tea I had some garlic and chicken Kievs with some mushy peas and some chips, and I'll show you guys that. It was so delicious. I love mushy peas so much. I then was writing some more for my journal entry for today, listened to a bit of music and doing some drawing coming in and just watching some stuff off record. I just finished watching. I then read some more of If This Is Out and had a cup of tea and some biscuits. I was sorting out my Brita doll into a new look, and I'll show you guys a clip of that. Here's my Brita doll's newest look. It's her party look, ready for the new year. Starting off with the shoes, she's got these pink high heels on, some black leather stockings, and then she's got this stunning pink heart cut dress with some white lace underneath the dress, a little petticoat, and it's so shiny. I absolutely love the shininess of it. She's just got this white striped jumper underneath with these white lace sleeves with lovely details on, and a white bow necklace, and then a blue bow with a little brooch in her hair. And this is the party look ready for the new year. She's all ready for New Year's celebrations, and I'm now off to go and finish off writing my journal entry for today, and then I'm going to be getting my inbox dolls ready to come in here. You might have noticed I'm filming in a different location. This is a spare room / the inbox doll room, my doll room. Can't believe I'm going to be having a doll room. It's a spare room, and it was the junk room where we just used to dump everything. Doesn't really get used that much, so I'm going to be putting my dolls on display, and I can't wait to be having them all on display so I can see them instead of having them all piled up. And I've already got my hot figures of some of them on display over here, and I'm going to be finishing off getting those ready to be coming into here. Later on in the evening now, and after I'd finished organising my inbox dolls ready to go in the spare room, which is going to be my doll room as well as a spare room, I then went off to take the dog for a walk with my dad. So we took Bear off for his walk, and he's very excitable, loves going off on his walk, and we let him off his lead on one of the fields where lots of other dogs go and play, and he was sniffing around there and got this gigantic stick, so we were chugging that around for him, and I managed to get a really cute snap of him whilst holding the stick and getting him to sit down with his tongue sticking out, and I'll show you guys that. I had a great time this evening taking Bear off for a walk, and he's making lots of friends with lots of the other dogs who were out on their walks. We then got back, and I then listened to some music, finished writing my journal entry for today and put that away, and was working on an illustration, and I'll show you guys a clip of that. Here's my newest illustration for you guys. Starting off with the shoes, she's got these high heel boots on, then she's got this shoulder padded dress with a little slit with the breast line, then she's got this belt, these acrylic nails, and she's got a triangle ring on, and she's got a cross earring in with some spike stud earrings, and then with the shoulder pads I also love doing cross earrings. So she's got this black shaped bit on here, and then this long flowing hair. I'm really into my shoulder pads at the moment. I love the 80s and 90s style fashions with the massive shoulder pads, very dynasty vibes. I then got my uniform ready for work tomorrow. I'm going to be doing 10 till 3. It's going to be super busy, but I know that me and my colleagues are going to smash it. I then watched the Bridgerton season 4 trailer and also the final trailer for Stranger Things season 5, and I am not ready for it to end. I love that show. I love all the characters, so I don't want any of them to die, but I know some of them are obviously going to not make it, which is going to absolutely destroy me. And I'm now off to go and watch the last episode of season 5 of Stranger Things before the final on New Year's Day, and to see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Wednesday and it's New Year's Eve, and I got up early ready for work, and I just did not want to be getting out of bed this morning. It was so cold outside, and Jack Frost had visited, and I was so nice and toasty warm in my bed that it took a little bit of getting me going. And I then head downstairs. I was greeted by Bear, who was giving me lots of kisses, so I was giving him lots of hugs, and he's just so cute. I then had my breakfast, and for my breakfast I had some jam toast and a cup of tea. I love jam toast, so cherry jam toast. Cherry jam is so good. I then watched a bit of TV, listened to a bit of music, and we had Chitty Chitty Bang Bang playing, and we recorded that. Such a great movie with the legend that is Dick Van Dyke. I still can't believe he's 100 now. I then got myself dropped to work, and we had to wait for ages for the car to de-ice as the car was iced over, and we then got to work, and I got in, got clocked in, put my bag and coat away. I got my drink
I got to have for work out of my bag, and had some of that, and have got one for tomorrow and put that in the fridge at work so that it would be nice and cold for work tomorrow. I then was just wanting some food and drinks and doing some food and drink orders and drinks making and cleaning tables, and it was a little bit quiet to start off with. We had a few people in for breakfast and for coffees, and I was just doing some cleaning jobs so I could get done, like cleaning sort of food and drink menus. And then it got quite busy, and that's just me and two of us started, and then another colleague came in at 11, and we then had quite a busy lunch rush. So there's a bit of real food, but we absolutely smashed it. We got all the food and drinks out, and then I did a massive clean up, and we had people sitting inside as I was outside. And then at 3 o'clock, Tash came on a shift, and I was just telling her about how what it had been early on in the day. And then I was taking some more food and drink and managed to spill a hot chocolate outside. I put the hot chocolates, there was two of them, on one of the tables outside, and the table was a little bit unsteady and it went all over the floor. So I quickly went and got some blue roll and cleaned it all that up, checked that they were alright. A bit of the whipped cream had gone on the poor lady's sleeve, so she cleaned it off, but she was fine. It hadn't burnt her, and thankfully she was okay. And her son was laughing his head off. He found it hilarious, and I was absolutely mortified. Haven't dropped or spilled anything for ages, so I'm just glad she's okay. So we got her a new hot chocolate. My other colleague took that one out because I thought I didn't want to risk it spilling any more hot chocolate, and it was just as I was about to finish as well, and I was like, damn it. Almost got to the end of the shift and managed to spill a hot chocolate. I ended up finishing at 3:30 instead of 4, as it had quieted down, and there was me and Tash and two of our other colleagues on, as two of my colleagues were on till 5. So I ended up finishing, and I wished everyone a happy new year. We'll be in work now till 2026, which is tomorrow. Can't believe how fast this year's gone. I then got changed into this jumper that I'm wearing now, got my bag, and then I hopped out and headed off, and went off to have a look inside the chai shops and got some selfies from this cafe that I popped into, and I'm going to show you guys those. The mirrors in there are so pretty, and they've got such beautiful wallpaper and lanterns and lights in there. I then saw and chatted to some of my mates and wished them a happy new year, and I was going to get myself a drink from there, but it was quite busy, so I decided to not go and get a drink from there in the end. And I don't think they did do a peach iced tea from there, but I don't think they do that anymore, unfortunately. And so I went off to have a look at some more of the shop, popped to the cup and got some bits from there, and then went off to the flower shop and wished them a happy new year in there. And I was going to get some flower starts on there, but they literally had been quite busy, so they didn't really have much to get snaps off. And then I popped into one of the pubs and I got a Sex on the Beach on there, and I'll show you guys a snap of that. I love Sex on the Beaches, they're so good. I sat and had that, and I got a snap of that in front of this little flower wall they have in there. It's a really cute pub. I then headed off, and I was going to be walking back, and then my mum had texted to say that she was picking my grandma up for 4, so I ended up heading down to my grandma's, which is literally just around the corner from where I was. I ended up getting picked up by my mum and my grandma, and whilst on my way there to meet them, I'd got a wreath snap, and I'll show you guys that. Such a beautiful wreath. We then got back, and I put my dirty work clothes in the wash. I got my clean uniform ready for work tomorrow. I'm doing 11 till 3, and I got my new work shifts, so I've written those down in my journal, and also put those on a little bit of paper while I work my shifts on the pinboard in the kitchen, so that I could cross them out when doing them. I'm only doing 2 shifts, and I'm looking forward to a bit of a quieter week, as I've been working quite a lot of shifts over the Christmas period, so it'll be nice to have a little bit of a calmer week. And then we watched a little bit of TV, listened to a bit of music, and my dad had taken Bear for a walk, and they got back, and Bear was very happy to see his grandma, but he's a lot calmer. He's taken these special tablets for bigger dogs that's supposed to help calm them down, and he's mellowing a lot, so he's not as crazy as he was. And he's going to be going to dog classes in the new year to have a little bit more training, and he's definitely a lot better than he was But we have to remember he is still only a puppy, so he's going to be a bit chaotic, but yeah, he's getting a lot better. And then my older sister arrived. My older brother is down in Turkey with his girlfriend's family for New Year's, so the other day when I last saw them I wished them a happy New Year because I won't be seeing them now until the New Year. And my younger brother and his girlfriend aren't going to be able to make it tonight, as my younger brother has a bad migraine, unfortunately, so he wished us a happy New Year. And so it's me, my mum, my dad, my sisters and my grandma for New Year's. A little bit of a quieter one, but it's going to be great. And I'm now off to go and have my party tea, and I'm going to show you guys the party spread. The party spread looks so good, can't wait to take you into that. I'm going to be having that, and then we're going to be playing some games and seeing the New Year's in with the fireworks, and cannot wait for that. There's always a lovely firework display on the TV from London, Big Ben chiming, and we'll see you with a bit more of the vlog tomorrow in the new year. And I hope you guys have all had a lovely New Year's Eve and have a lovely New Year's Day tomorrow. It's now Thursday and it's 2026. I hope you guys are all having a lovely New Year's Day. Happy New Year. I got up after a little bit of a lie-in as I didn't have work until 11. I then got up and got myself ready for work. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for breakfast, and I had some lemon curd toast. Blood love a bit of lemon curd. I was then just watching a little bit of TV, listening to some music, and I was having some bear cuddles. I then played with him out in the garden, and it was such a lovely sunny day with beautiful blue skies. And then I got dropped to work by my dad. I then got into work, got clocked in, I put my bag and coat away. I got my drink out of the fridge that I put in there yesterday after work to have for my shift today. I had to have that, and it was me and 3 other of my colleagues on shift. It was quite quiet to start off with, so I was just doing some cleaning jobs that I could get done and cleaning some tables and sorting some of the menus and sugar pots and things like that out. And then it got quite busy. We had quite a lot of people coming in for coffees and for breakfast, so I was seeing to lots of the workers and wishing them all a happy new year. And then I was just running lots of food and drinks, doing some food and drink orders and drinks making, and then it calmed down again and we were just doing a big clean up of some of the tables, putting some of the tables back together as we put them together with big walk-ins and bookings that we had. And then it got quite busy again at lunchtime, and we had a few big groups in, and then it quieted down again at about 1ish, so I was then able to finish as we didn't need to have 4 of us on shift. So I then clocked off, got my bag and queue, and I was going to be getting picked up by my mum, but then I ended up going off to Tash's, so I called back and was like, don't worry about picking me up, I'll walk back. So I then went off to Tash's and had a nice catch up with her, had some cups of tea and some biscuits, and we did some TikToks. I just typed in on TikTok, hashtag TikTok best friend trends, and did some of those with her, and they were so much fun to do. And then she had to get ready to go to work as she was starting work at 3. I then made my way back, and on my way back I was just using my headphones. I then got back and put my work clothes in the wash. I'm now not in work till Saturday evening, and I got changed into this New York jumper. I love this jumper so much, it's so cozy, and I had put on this other jumper that I got from the charity shops a few weeks ago, but the stripes are slanted and it just looks weird on me, so I've given that to my younger sister. I then had some lunch and I had some cucumber sandwiches with a cup of tea, some biscuits, and was reading some more of If This Gets Out, working on some illustrations that kind of days in. And my older sister is now over, and me, my dad and my older sister are off to take Bear for a massive walk for New Year's Day, and I'm going to be having a lovely walk around the back of the castle, and you'll see with a bit more of the vlog later on. It's later on in the evening now, and whilst waiting for my older sister to arrive to go take Bear for his walk with my dad, I was watching The Sound of Music, such a great musical. And then my older sister arrived, and me, my older sister and my dad took Bear off for a walk, and we went all the way down by our town's castle, all the way down by the back of the castle. It's such a lovely walk in the woodlands with lots of fields for him to run around in and let off a lot of energy. And he's picking up lots of sticks. He loves a stick and was full of lots of energy. I was just loving it. meeting lots of dogs and making lots of friends with lots of the dogs. And I got a snap of these Christmas reindeer lights whilst on our walk, and I'll show you guys those. So beautiful. It's making the most of all the pretty Christmas lights and decorations and wreaths before they all get taken down on the 6th of January. And then we continued on with our walk, and it was a little bit muddy in places, but I managed to not fall over this time, whereas before I managed to fall over and get covered in mud. So I was very happy that I did not fall over. And I got a snap of my dad and older sister with the dog, and then my older sister got a photo of me with the dog, and my dad got 2 photos of me, my dad and the dog, whilst we were walking along. And I'll show you guys those snaps. Some nice little candid shots, and then we went off down this one bit where there was a stream, and I got some nature snaps, and I'll show you guys those. It was so lovely whilst on our walk. It wasn't too cold. My older sister was wrapped up, and I just had my fleece on. I didn't have my hat or gloves because it actually started to spit a little bit whilst I was on my way back earlier from being at work. So it's definitely got a little bit warmer out there, and it's not as cold, although they do say it's supposed to snow tomorrow, but I'll believe it when I see it. It's probably going to be higher up from us, but I would love a bit of snow. I then got a snap of me on this little wooden bridge and a selfie with my older sister, and I'll show you guys that. We then got back and I was absolutely knackered. We've gone on quite a big walk with Bear, and I think this is the biggest walk we've taken on so far. So he was also absolutely pooped, and my grandma had been brought over for our New Year's Day roast, and my younger brother and his girlfriend were over. My older brother and his girlfriend are currently down in Torquay for New Year's, so we're going to be seeing them on the Sunday coming. So I'm looking forward to seeing them and having some belated New Year's celebrations when they come back. And then I just watched a little bit of TV, listened to a bit of music, and was watching some vlogs and TikToks and reading a bit more of If This Is Out. And then tea was ready, and we had our New Year's Day roast and had some Christmas pudding as well with some cream and custard and a little bit of schlur. I bloody love schlur, it's so good. And I'll show you guys the snaps of our New Year's Day roast we had. It was so delicious. We then tidied away and just chilled and watched a little bit of TV, and then my younger brother and his girlfriend were heading home, and they dropped our grandma back to hers on the way back. My older sister then stayed for a little bit, and then she also went home, and I then finished my journal entry for today, and I'm going to watch Avatar with Tash tomorrow, so I've set my alarm because I've got to be up early to get the bus with her for that. And I think we're going to be going to Nando's and just to meet one of the shops, and then in the evening we're planning to go to Jen's, and instead of doing games like, we're going to be watching the final episode of Stranger Things season 5, which I'm so excited about. And I am now off to go and get into my PJs and watch today's episodes of the UK soaps, and then I'm going to be probably having an early night as I've had quite a busy day and I'm absolutely pooped, and shall see you with more Underdog tomorrow. It's now Friday and I got up early ready to go off to meet Tash to go to the cinema, and we're going off to see Avatar 3. I love the Avatar films, they're so brilliantly done, and I'm really looking forward to going to see this film. And I had a cup of tea and some toast for my breakfast, had some bear cuddles, let him out in the garden and was listening to a bit of music, and my dad had gone off fishing, so Bear was a little bit restless, so I let him out in the garden, let off a bit of steam, and he then settled down. And I am now off to go to meet Tash at the bus stop and head off to the cinema, and then we're going to be going to get some lunch. I think we're going to be going to Nando's, and then have a little mooch once of the shops, and then this evening we're going off to Jen's for games night. But instead of playing games, we're going to be watching the final episode of season 5, volume 2 of Stranger Things. And I'm really looking forward to that, but I'm also gutted because I love that show so much and don't want it to end. But as they say, all good things must come to an end, and I shall see you with a bit more of the vlog later on. It's later on in the day now, and I'm back from being at the cinema watching the new Avatar with Tash. So I'd gone and got Tash from hers, and I got myself and Tash pain chocolat and a drink from the co-op, and got up to hers and she was still asleep, so I got that in by Amelia, who was just getting off to work, and got her up, and we then headed off to get the bus, and we had to get 2 buses to get to the cinema. We had to get the T1, and then from we had to get the M1, and the M1 bus was so busy. We then got into the mall and we made our way off to the cinema, and I got a drink and some popcorn, and I got a snap in front of the Avatar poster and a snap of that. And then when we got into the cinema, we got a snap sat in the cinema waiting for the movie to start, and I'm sure you guys do snaps. It was such a good movie. I love all of the Avatar films, and I think the second one is probably one of my favourites. But this one, it went really quick. They all have gone really quick. The first one is probably the shortest one. That one goes quite quick. The second and third one are like 3 hours long, but they didn't actually seem to go on that long, and it actually went quite quick. And after that, we headed off to Smith's, and I had a look around in there. Didn't get anything, as it's just been Christmas, so don't need any more dolls at the moment. And then we headed off back into the mall. I went off to John Lewis and looked at the home section, and I got some mirror selfies from there, and also from this makeup shop where they have really cute mirrors and flowers and stuff in. And I'm sure you guys those selfies I got. We then went off into Flying Tiger and Mankind, and into M&S, and to some of the clothes shops like Fat Face, and went into the Lego shop, and then we headed back, and it was really busy. I mean, I don't know why, as it was the January sales, so it was absolutely jam-packed in there. And we'd gone to go to Nando's after going to the cinema, and it was so busy in there, so we ended up just getting some Greggs on the way back, and we got the bus back and headed off to go get Greggs. And I got a snap taken of me in front of this Christmas archway in front of one of the restaurants in the High Street, and I'll show you guys that. I love that Christmas archway. It's so cute with all the candy canes and the ribbons and bows. And then we got our Greggs, and I hugged Tash and thanked her for a lovely day. I was going to be seeing her in the evening as we were going to Jen's to watch Stranger Things final episode of season 5, the final ever episode of the show, and so we were getting some bits for that. And she then headed off, and I went off to the co-op and got some bits for this evening. And then I made my way back, and I got home, and my dad was back from being at fishing, and he'd taken Bear off for a walk, and I had my Greggs. I had a cheese and pasty with a Belgian bun, and I always have the cherry for last. I had that with a cup of tea, and I had my apple juice that I got from there before the cup of tea, and then had the Belgian bun afterwards. And I'll show you guys the Greggs that I had. The cheese and pasty and the Belgian bun I had for my lunch was so delicious, and I love the Greggs apple juice. It's so good. I then watched a little bit of Netflix, listened to a bit of music, watched some illustrations, cut out some days in, and was reading some more of If This Is Out. I just tidied up my office and my dolls and doll house a little bit. I then had a nap, as it had been quite a busy day and I had a little bit of a headache. And I was woken up by a text message from Tash, who was saying how her and Amelia were going to be coming to pick me up for movie night at Jen's. And so I got myself ready for that, and then Amelia and Jen came and picked me up, and we headed down to Jen's, and we had a Stranger Things season 5 final episode and final of the show party, watching that. And Jen had decorated for Stranger Things and put a Demogorgon on her little Christmas tree she has on her wall, and some posters up on the wall, and we did a puzzle and some colouring pages and a quiz, and I'm going to show you guys the snaps of that. Went all out, it was so cute. We then had some little nibbly bits for tea, lots of cheeses and crackers and bread and bits like that, and it was so delicious. I'm going to show you guys a snap of that. I ate so much. We all had things that we bought, so some people bought bread and someone bought cheese, and I was tasked with bringing some puddings, so I bought some Mr. Kipling angel slices and bits like that, and some chocolate fingers. So we just nibbled on those whilst watching the final ever episode of Stranger Things. Can't believe it's finished, and I was really happy with the ending, how they finished it. It was really nicely finished. And then we did some music quizzes and some general knowledge quizzes. Music quizzes I'm really good at, general knowledge not so good at, but yeah, it was really fun. We were having such a great evening and laughing a lot. And then we headed back, and Jen and Amelia had dropped me back, and Jazz finished work and came down a little bit later on, and so we all came back together, and then they dropped me home, and I am now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today, and then watch today's Home and Away and UK Soaps. Home and Away has come back this evening after being off over the Christmas break, so I'm looking forward to watching the new episode of Home and Away from after the break, and can't wait to catch up with that. And I'm then going to be finishing writing my journal entry and heading off to bed, and just see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Saturday, and I hope you guys are all having a lovely weekend so far. I got up after a lie-in. I then got showered and changed and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, had some bear cuddles, watched a bit of TV and was listening to some music, read some of If This Is Out and just watched some illustrations, kind of self days in, and then was just tidying up my office and my dog's dollhouse. And then I got myself ready to go off for a walk. It was a lovely sunny day with beautiful blue skies, and I was listening to some music on my headphones whilst on my walk. I then headed up to the high street, where I went off to sort of chai shop. I went off into one of the bookshops. I love the smell of old books so much. I went to one of my family friends, so I was chatting with them and wished them a happy new year. And then went up to have a look on some of the shops in the high street, and found out that one of the shops that's been there for a very long time has sadly closed down. Didn't tell anybody, and I thought they were closed. They were going to be reopening next week, maybe like after the new year. And looked inside, and it's empty, absolutely gutted. So that's that shop, and then another one of the church shops is gone. So it's going to be like a ghost town soon, sadly, in High Street. And then I went off down to Flower Shop, and I got some flowers up tonight that I'll show you guys. I've got such beautiful flowers in there, such lovely bouquets. I was having a lovely look around there. I then got some plant sets in a plant section, and I'll show you guys those. That plant section is so beautiful. They also have such great plant displays in the windows to the shop, with all the succulents and cactuses and pretty patterned leaves and plant pots. It was my first trip to the flower shop of 2026, so I wish them a happy new year. And then I went off to one of the pubs and got a drink from there, and got a mirror soft from there. I thought it was this beautiful golden mirror. That mirror is so beautiful, with the lights around it as well. Then I made my way back, and on my way back I was listening to a bit of music on my headphones, and having a lovely stroll back, and it wasn't too cold, which was nice, and with the sun on you it was actually quite warm. I then got back And for my lunch, I had some sausage sandwiches with a cup of tea, watched a bit of TV, and my mum's got a little bit of a cold bug kind of thing. She's just feeling very achy and a little bit sore, so she's been resting up. She's doing a lot better than she was, and I then helped my dad to take down the Christmas decorations that we had up in the living room, and got my clean uniform ready for work this evening. I'm doing a 5-till close, and I've got those out ready for this evening. I then was watching some vlogs and TikToks and some photo dog cat videos, and read some more of If This Is Out, books on my journal, and just tidied up my office and dog and dollhouse. And I'm now off to go and take down my bedroom's Christmas decorations and my dollhouse's Christmas decorations, and sort my dollhouse out with some of the new stuff I got for Christmas. Put some of that in there, and I'll see you a little bit more of the vlog later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at work. I had work doing 5-till close, so I got myself ready for work, and then got dropped to work by my dad. I got into work, got clocked in, and put my bag and coat away, and Tash was just finishing work, so I was having a quick chat with her before she headed off, and it was just me and one other colleague to start with, so I was just doing some cleaning jobs that I could get done. I was running some food and drinks and doing some food and drink orders and drinks making, and so on, chatting to some of the regulars. I was cleaning tables inside as well as outside, as we had people sitting outside in the little gazebo area with the heating on, and there's some blankets as well that you can have, and so there's lots of cups and saucers that I was bringing in and putting into pot wash. And then another colleague came on at 6, and then another one a little bit later on, so there's 4 of us on, as we had a big booking of 10, so that kept us busy, and they were all around the same time. We had 3 or 4 bookings at 7, so we were quite busy for the evening with lots of bookings in for tea. So we were running lots of food and drinks and doing lots of food and drink orders and drinks making, and getting those of the cleaning and clothes jobs done that we could get done. It then quieted down, and then again at like 9 it then got quite busy, and we had quite a lot of people coming in for pints, so I did lots of pint pouring and drinks making. And then one of our colleagues fished at 10, and it's my first time working with them. She's one of our new colleagues, and she was doing really well, and we were having some good chats. And then I was just doing a big cleanup of some of the tables, putting lots of glasses through glass wash and getting those glasses put away. And then I got to finish at like 10:15. I thought that I was doing the close, turns out I was doing 5 till 11, and as it quieted down I got to finish at about 10ish instead, which I was very happy about. And I've got a very rare Sunday off, so I think I might go and get a Sunday roast from one of the pubs tomorrow, go for a little stroll. It's supposed to be nice and sunny tomorrow. I'm loving the sunshine and blue skies at the moment. I'll have to definitely wrap up warm as it's very nippy. I'm hoping we get a little bit of snow. Quite a lot of places have got snow at the moment. We have not so far. Fingers crossed we get a bit of snow next week. I'd love to wake up to sheets of snow. Hopefully we do. I then clocked off and got my bag and coat, and I then got picked up by my dad, got home, and I rang Tash, the bestie, and was just asking her how her evening had been, and she's not feeling very well at the moment. I think she has the same thing as my mum. My mum's feeling a lot better than she was. She's looking a lot better, bless her, and she's taking it steady. And I then put my work clothes in the wash and got into my PJs, and then I was watching a little bit of Top of the Pops. That's the one. I love a bit of Top of the Pops, and Kylie was performing Especially For You with Jason Donovan. It was Top of the Pops from 1989, the year my mum and dad met. And then I had my tea, and for my tea I had a mac and cheese, and I'll show you guys. The mac and cheese was so delicious. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, and was reading some more of If This Is Out, which is such a good book. I'm really enjoying this book at the moment. I was tidying up my office, my Dolls and Dollhouse, and I've changed up my background. Behind me I've got my Sun and Star pillow with my Get Cozy pillow, and all my Christmas stuff is now gone and put away till next Christmas now. and then I was just listening to a bit of music and working on some illustrations and colour myself dozing, and was enjoying some of my squashy sour apple Grinch sweets that my older sister got me for Christmas, and they are little Grinches. They're so cute. I love all things Grinch. I've been enjoying some of those, and I'm now off to go and put on a film on Netflix and just chill out, and I'm looking forward to having a little bit of a lie-in tomorrow, and we'll see you with more audio vlogs tomorrow.
It's now Sunday and I had the day off work. I had a very rare Sunday off, so I had a little bit of a lie-in. I then got up and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, watched a bit of TV, had some bear cuddles, and then I got myself ready to go off to get the bus to Cribs to go to Asda to see if they had any Bridgerton mugs and things like that. As I'd seen a TikTok that my younger sister had sent me and my older sister, so I went off to try to see if they had any of that in store. So I got the bus there, and I got to Asda, had a look on that, and asked one of the people working there, and they said that they won't be in for a couple of weeks' time. So I said no worries. Had a little bit more of a look around Asda, and I got a cake from this little cake store they have in there called Cake Box, and their cakes in there are so good. I then made my way off to Home Bargains and had a look on there, and ended up getting a back stuff from there, and then went off to TK Maxx and got some bits from there and some stuff from Home Sense, and then I went back into the mall, had a look around the mall, and went off to go and get some lunch from Craig's, and I got a cheese onion pasty from there, sat and had that, and then I made my way back to go get the bus home, and I got to the bus stop, and the bus was about 14 minutes away, so I could sat and chilled for then, and then the bus arrived and I got the second bus back home, and that one was about 9 minutes away, so I managed to get across Silver Crossing and get to the bus stop across the road, and then the bus arrived and I got the bus back and got off at Aldi bus stop and then walked back from there, and on the way back I was just to music on my headphones. I then got back and I'm going to show you guys some bits I got whilst out today at the mall. Here are some bits I got whilst out in the mall early on today. Starting off with the doll things. So I got this doll here from TK Maxx, and she's an IRY Disney doll, and she's Bambi themed. It says I love Bambi, a little Bambi illustration. I love this doll, she's so pretty, and I'm going to be giving my Beta doll the skirt she's wearing now with the go-go boots. I love them, and the hat and those shoes and the handbag, and I'm going to probably put her in that skirt and leave her with that jumper she's in already, and then give her that Bambi handbag over there, and yeah, can't wait to get her out of box. And then I got this one from Home Bargains, this Yasmin biker chick doll. I love her biker outfit with the shoes. These shoes are amazing, and the makeup on her eyes. I love Bratz releasing new Bratz dolls, and there's an illustration on the back. I'm going to keep her in the box. She's my favourite Bratz doll, Yasmin. I love Yasmin dolls. Then from the Toys R Us section in W. Smith in the mall, I got these fashionista sets for my Beta doll. They're so pretty. This one's probably my favourite one. It's a blue floor down skirt with some cowgirl boots. And then I went off to TK Maxx where I got the doll from, this one here, and then got this jumper as well as the doll, and I love it. It's this floral jumper giving me flower power, and I saw it and fell in love, and it's so soft. And also went to Home Sense and got this floral mug. It's a brown mug with these white floral leaf details on, which match this jumper perfectly. And I'm now going to be opening this doll here and giving you a bit of a review of her now. Here is my IRY Bambi doll out of box, and let me tell you something, they do not make getting into doll boxes very easy. It was like trying to get into Fort Knox, but here she is. She's got her pink boots on that I'll be definitely going to my Bluetuck doll, along with this skirt and these shoes and that handbag she's got on her and that top. And then I'm going to leave her in that top and then put that skirt on her and then give her that handbag. And this hat's going to go for my Bluetuck doll as well. And yeah, I love this doll. She's so pretty. I love her hair. It's giving me Goldilocks vibes. It's so curly. And this top, the fashions are always so good, and accessories in these packs. Such a beautiful doll, and can't wait to put my Bluetuck doll's new fashions on her. I then tried on my new jumper, and I'll show you guys a photo I got in my new jumper with my new mug. I love that new jumper, Flower Power. I love the floral pattern and the colour of the jumper, and it fits so nicely and it's so cozy. And that mug as well, trainers running as they say, with the brown and the white flower and leaf detail on it. It's just so pretty, and I think I'm going to be having a cup of tea in that new mug with my cake I got from Asda after tea. And I'm now off to go and take Bear for a walk with my dad, and just see with a little bit more to vlog later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I got back from walking Bear with my dad. Had a lovely stroll. He was really well behaved. He wasn't pulling on the lead as much as he has been. Then got back and I was just writing a bit of my journal entry for today. Read some more of it, just get out. Listened to a bit of music and just did some drawing and colouring in. I was just tidying up my office and my dollhouse. And then for my tea, I had a roast and had the cake that I got from the cake box, this cake shop in Asda. I had that with a cup of tea, and I'll show you guys that. The roast dinner I had for tea and that bit of cake was so delicious. I had the bit of cake with a cup of tea in the mug that I got from HomeSense. Such a cute mug. I love the little details with the leaves and the flowers. I then was watching a bit of this celebrity special of Escape to the Country. Love a bit of Escape to the Country. And then I got messaged by Tash inviting me to go and do the quiz with her, Jazz and Amelia. So I then got ready to go off to the quiz at a workplace they do on Sunday nights. Got dropped up there by my dad, got in there and they were running a little bit late, and so I set up camp on one of the tables near to the kitchen, and my mate was on the sofa area just next to where we were sitting with his mates to do the quiz. So I was having a good catch up with him, just asking him how his Christmas had been. And then Tash, Amelia and Jazz then arrived. I got myself a cola and we began the quiz, and we didn't lose, which was the main thing. We were just like, as long as we don't lose, that's all that matters. And we had a lot of fun, a lot of laughter, and yeah, it was a really nice evening. And then I thanked everyone for a lovely evening with the quiz, and then I headed back and I walked back. I was listening to music on my headphones on my walk back. I then got home, had some bear cuddles, and then was watching a little bit of Lee Evans with my mum. Love a bit of Lee Evans. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put that away, and was just working on some more illustrations, having some of those in, and was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who. And I'm now off to go get into my PJs, and I'm going to be watching some episodes of Bridgerton, getting ready for season 4 coming soon. I'm so excited for new Bridgerton, and also have been looking at loads of the posts all about Corridale. Amidale and Coronation Street are coming together for a crossover this week coming of lots of special episodes, and I'm so excited for these soap episodes. The trailers look so good, and I hope you guys have all had a lovely week and weekend, and all have a great new week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon.